What's up, YouTube? What's up, y'all? What's up, Xtreme Gainz family? I'm Chuck, and this is Xtreme Gainz. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is or ever will be financial advice. Please do not take it as such. Today is Sunday, Fun Day Sunday, September 25th, 2022, and this is my Amc Gme and SPY Algo exposed weekly update and preparation video for tomorrow and beyond. As always, I hope y'all had a great day in the market on both Thursday and Friday. I'm saying that because I wasn't here on those days. The last update and prep video I put out was on Wednesday night. So I hope both of those days you were able to take advantage of the volatility all over the place and make some extreme gains for yourselves. I'm going to go over my regulars, my snake algo method for all three tickers, some macro comparatives, and some side-by-sides from Wednesday night's update and prep videos, projections, and the fulfillment of those projections both on Thursday and Friday. So with all of that said, let's dig in. I hope y'all are having a great weekend as well and enjoying your Sunday Fun Day festivities, whatever they may be. Moving on to the charts. Currently on your screen is AMC and my current intra-week snakes. AMC finished the day on Friday up 1.78% in regular trading hours, up an additional 1.25% in after hours, ending the week trading at 809. The current intra-week snakes on your screen I've been tracking for over a week now. The green is the day of divergence in its mirrored position. The red is the day prior to divergence. There's a few things I want to talk about here, but real quick, before we get into that, you can see the continued fulfillment, what looks to be in this position, the day of divergence, which is the green. Here is the side-by-side from Wednesday's update and prep video, the location of price action within it, the projection from it, and the fulfillment of it on both Thursday and Friday. Now, a couple things I want to talk about. First things first, the day prior to divergence. I think it's very obvious that it needs horizontally extended to encompass both Thursday and Friday's price action. So that's where that is at and where I'll be tracking that moving forward as well. The second thing is whether or not this bottom that is put in, that was put in on Friday, is the actual bottom to this, if it is to bounce back upside, or if it could potentially come down for another retest bottom as it is projecting and has projected right there. So what I'm going to do moving forward into tomorrow specifically and potentially beyond, personally, is I'm using the 784 level as my confirmation to downside for that potential second bottom fulfillment if price action were to breach that to downside. And then obviously I'm going to use the 863 as a macro confirmation to upside and a continuation of fulfillment of the day of divergence intra-week snake, the green one as you see it. So that's what I'll be looking at from these moving forward into specifically tomorrow and beyond. And there's the projection from both of them if price action were to continue to fulfill them. Now, with that all being said, anytime we're at a top or a bottom, that is what I call a pivot point. At those pivot points are when these intra-week snakes have the opportunity to mirror themselves and go in the opposite direction of what they are projecting. If we're looking at the day of divergence, it's currently in the mirrored position. It started in the straight up position for the fulfillment of that second top, and it projected that and fulfilled that dead on. And then we diverted to the downside away from the continued upside fulfillment, and we've received that fulfillment. Now we're down here at this pivot point. So if price action were to mirror itself and take advantage of that pivot point moving forward into tomorrow and beyond, not to mention the technical setup that we have for a potential rejection off of that descending level of resistance there, then we could see a potential downside mirroring at that pivot point. And if that were to happen, this would be the projection from them moving forward into tomorrow and beyond. I just want to bring that to your attention moving forward, just in case. Likewise, I will be using that 784 as the initial downside indication for a continuation of fulfillment in that mirrored position if price action were to do that. And then obviously my bottom descending level of support around the 740 level will be that ultimate confirmation of downside fulfillment. So that is everything that I'm looking at from an intra-week perspective on AMC. Up next is the macro comparative, and as you know, I have been using the previous double bottom 2 doors back. I had used it from peak to peak and everything in between in its straight up and mirrored position. Most recently, the blue is in the flipped position. The red is the mirroring of that. You can see the continued fulfillment of it as it was projecting, and we crossed back over from the mirrored fulfillment into the flipped fulfillment now on Thursday and Friday. Here is the side-by-side of it from Wednesday night's update and prep video, the location of price action within it, the projection from it, and the fulfillment of that. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill either one of them or in between both of them, as it has snaked through both of them throughout that entire fulfillment previously. That is everything I'm looking at with AMC. Up next is GME. GME finished the day on Friday up 1.38% in regular trading hours, then up an additional 0.36% in after hours, ending the week trading at 25.13. The current intra-week snake is the red that you see on here. It has been fulfilling its projection now for 8 entire weeks. Moving into tomorrow starts the 9th week. However, this one is due for a switch and a swap into a new intra-week snake when and if this fulfills and continues to fulfill itself to its expiry. So there will be an interchanging point coming up, what looks to be either Monday or Tuesday, for upcoming new potential intra-week snakes regarding GME. The macro comparative is the blue. I have used this macro comparative for over 5 months, 5.5 months, for continued fulfillment of its projections, likewise in both the straight up and mirrored positions. Both of them have been projecting the exact same thing for quite some time here, with this fulfillment and that double bottom off of the $24 level, ascending level of support, as we have fulfilled absolutely dead on as we've tracked throughout this entire time. Here is the side-by-side from Wednesday night's update and prep video, the location of price action within it, the projection from it, and the continued fulfillment of it here. You can see what the projection is from them both moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill them in this position. However, likewise to AMC, we are at a potential pivot point. If this were to mirror itself and break and breach that $24 ascending level of support to the downside, there is a possible fulfillment of this macro comparative leg up in a leg down manner if it were to mirror itself like that at that pivot point. So I will be alert for that to happen. $24 level will be that breach level for me to the downside if price action were to potentially indicate that mirrored fulfillment and that pivot point moving forward. And that is everything I'm looking at with GME. Last but not least, SPY. SPY finished the day on Friday down again 1.68% in regular trading hours, and then up 0.08% in after hours, ending the week trading at 368.24. The current intra-week snake is the yellow that's on here. I had broken this into two so that we had the covered fulfillment that it had originally projected up here in its straight up position. Since then, it had diverted and mirrored to the downside. So that is where this position of it had come in, and ever since that placement, it has dead on fulfilled itself almost candle for candle as well continuously. You can see the continued fulfillment of it, the position of price action within it. Here is the side by side from Wednesday night's update and prep video, the location of price action within it, the projection from it, and the subsequent fulfillment of it as well. Likewise, you can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it in this position. Just like AMC and GME, we are at a potential pivot point. If that were to pivot and mirror itself to the downside, that upside projection is what I would be looking for a downside fulfillment if price action were to breach the previous bottom at 363 to the downside. Then last but not least for SPY is the macro comparative from the 08-09 correction and crash that I have been reviewing and going over on this channel forever, since the day I started this channel back in December of 2021. And in the most recent position that we have been looking at has been right here. Here is the bird's eye view of it and its continuous fulfillment previously in this position. The location of price action within that, you can see the continued fulfillment of it. Here is the side-by-side from Wednesday night's update and prep video, the location of price action within it, the projection from it, and the continued fulfillment of it as well. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. And real quick before we get out of here, just to give you a cleaner look at that 08-09 macro comparative on current SPY. This is ticker SPX, and there it is as well on SPX, and you can see the continued fulfillment of it as it has been projecting and what the projection is from it, likewise to what I just showed you moving forward into tomorrow and beyond. My friends, my family, that is everything I have for this video, everything I have that I'm looking at with AMC, GME, and SPY moving into specifically tomorrow and beyond. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you all very much. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you smash the subscribe button as well. Leave me a comment. Let me know how your weekend went. I'll be back in business now. Obviously, everything's set back up moving forward, so I'll get an update and prep video out tomorrow night after market close, like always. Make some extreme gains for yourselves tomorrow in the market. Good luck, and I will talk to you all on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Later.